Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey Johnson, and welcome to Relationship Management. Today's topic is going to be about fast women turns me off. Fast women turns me off because a lot of you ladies be all online acting like you're a hooker or something. A lot of you be wearing Victoria's Secret lingerie, be wearing shorts and showing all of your camera tour and stuff, and you be shaking your vagina. You be shaking what your mama give you. You got men like me, we're looking for our wife. You know what I mean? And if you think shaking your pussy online is gonna find you a husband, a good husband, think again, because there's a lot of men that just like me, that think just like me, that I'm not looking for a hooker. You're acting like you understand, you're a prostitute or a hooker or something. Whenever a man, decide he wants to go to a strip club and see lots of women shaking their vagina, he goes there and he see women that's, they working. The women are getting paid. They are getting paid by a lot of men. Lots of money, and they be putting their vagina all up in the man's face while the man put the $5 up in, your undies or lingerie while you shaking your coochie all up in the man's face, and a lot of men that has leveled up, we think with our head on our shoulder instead of thinking with our head below our navel card, and men that are smart like me, we are not gonna let you put your stinky things up in our face, your stinky coochies, because you see when you be shaking and dancing a lot, you be looking stinky. Your coochie be looking so stinky, and it really breaks my heart, so I can never, be turned on to want to, get to know you better. You understand? I know for a fact that women that does that, that you are not my wife, that you are not heaven sent, because the right woman out there is gonna have respect for herself. Lots of these strippers, they go do lap dances up in the back room with men, and a lot of these strippers are known for, getting paid a little extra. You understand? To give men blowjobs. So them strippers be getting paid, and a lot of them be fucking too in the back room. You understand? Because they got a lot of rich men. They will put an extra $100 up in our hand to fuck. And trust me, a lot of these strippers, they are fucking. You want to know why? Because whenever you are entertaining yourself sexually and you're rolling, see, a woman have a pussy and that gets hot and wet. Only thing they gotta do is shake like it's nasty, and that motherfucking coochie hole is gonna get so boiling hot. You understand? And they gonna wind up fucking. They love money. Yeah, they love getting extra money, and by them rolling and stuff, they want some dick. And the only thing a man have to do is put out a couple of them Benjamins, and I bet you the woman is gonna put off her drawers and she gonna start fucking that dick because the pussy is already hot and wet. See, a lot of these women got the type of a demon up in them that they let money control them. You know what I mean? They promiscuous, they hypergamous, and they are nymphomaniacs. See, when you see a stripper in there, a lot of time a stripper will be in there, you know what I mean, trying to make a living so they can take care of their bills and to take care of their child. because a lot of them are felons, and jobs discriminate against them and don't give them a job, so they got to do what they have to do. But a lot of these ladies, they get caught up. You understand? They still a human, and they shaking that thing like that in front of their men. Next thing you know, they're gonna wind up sucking a lot of dick for making more money because their girlfriend gonna tell them, girl, I made extra sucking his dick. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, I made $1,000 more than what you made because I fucked a couple dudes. Next thing you know, the other girls influence each other and they wind up doing it too. See, a demon can easily jump on you, even if you just call yourself just being a stripper just to take care of, you know what I mean, your family. Understand? Even if you go in there innocent, whenever you enter the kingdom of Satan like that, and you're doing stuff like that, you're not gonna be able to resist temptation. Before you know it, you're gonna turn from just a regular stripper to being a prostitute. And a prostitute is a woman that sells pussy, and that's exactly what you're gonna be doing. You ain't gonna be able to stop because you're gonna get caught up. That dick gonna be start feeling so fucking good to your pussy, and you're gonna keep on doing it. You understand? So a lot of you women that's online, you're putting your tongue out to men like you suck dick. And the only thing that is a sign. And you giving us a cue that you would suck our dick for some money. And I am not, about to come after you to try to make you my wife. I don't care how beautiful and pretty you are and fine you are. I am not, because I know where your mouth been and I know what you're doing. And I can never let you kiss me. Because all that cock been up in your mouth. You got dick stuck on the breast. And you got nothing but dick all up in your pussy. You understand? And that's the only thing you showing me. You understand? That whenever I see you online shaking and stuff, you're showing me that you're a hooker and you are selling. That's advertising. You're selling. You're turning men on, wishing that they would contact you, and then you would give them a different site to go on and wind up, you understand, having out of sex with them on cyber sex by camera. That's after they deposit a couple of $100 up in your cash app. You know what I mean? And you wind up showing your vagina. And then you do this to different men. Understand? And a lot of you ladies have that type of evenness up in you. You like a reptilian. You're always advertising, shaking your pussy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you ladies, you would take it even further just by meeting up with men and having sex with different men. You know what I mean? So, I would never come after you to try to be my wife. It would never ever happen. It's a total turn on. It is really a disgrace. And to all of the men that are looking for a good woman, if you're looking for a God-fearing woman and a wife, a true wife, you understand? You make sure that you look for a woman that's not weak like that. You understand? You're not looking for a low-life person. You're not looking for a nymphomaniac. You're not looking for a woman that likes getting other men, a lot of men dicks hard. You understand? Because if you give them women a chance, they got evil spirits in them. You understand? And if you let one of them, move in with you and you engage yourself with them, the only thing you doing, you're going to wind up tongue kissing her. And that means you're going to be tongue kissing and sucking all of the dick that she sucked. And all of the dick that been up in her pussy, you're going to be licking her pussy. You understand? And all that men that she had sex with had cum in her pussy. A lot of these ladies don't use rubbers. And all that cum that's up in her pussy from other men, you're going to put your dick where other men cum in. You understand? And a lot of these ladies that's freaky deaky like that and online doing that, shaking their pussy and stuff. A lot of them are on cocaine. A lot of them are on heroin. And they do stuff like that to draw dick to them. That's money. You understand? That they can make because they need that money so they can get their hair on. So we got millions of demons up in this world. Understand? So whenever I see a woman shaking and dancing, it breaks my heart and it disappoints me, and I'm not impressed with you. And you fail. You know what I mean? So I'm letting you know, ladies, if that's what the type of stuff you do on your TikTok and Facebook, you like seducing men, don't inbox me, because I get a lot of ladies inboxing me. You know what I'm saying? Because they be interested in me. So I'm letting you know right now, don't inbox me if you have videos where you being seductive to men, because I'm not interested in you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to, don't talk to me. All right? Because I'm not interested. If it got to be like that, you know what I mean? Where lots of ladies got to be like that, I'd rather just stay to myself and just be single. You know? Because if women have that type of evil spirit in them, they're always shaking their pussy online and want several men dicks to get hard, if you give them a chance, trust me, they're gonna be very disrespectful to you by flirting with other men in front of your face, because they're used to it. They got the dog in them. So you let that woman move in your house, you really letting the demon and the fucking monster move in. Like, if she's smiling and start flirting with other men and laughing like her pussy wet, don't get mad with her. Get mad with your fucking self for being an idiot, because you're the one that found the fucking demon. You found a fucking trailer trash, man. And whenever I see a woman shaking her pussy all online on TikTok and Facebook and shit, the only thing I see is motherfucking hoe. You know what I'm saying? And trailer trash. You know what I'm saying? And you can never be my wife or my girlfriend. I'm able to speak this way because, I'm 53 years old, 53, and, I level the fuck up. You know what I mean? A lot of youngsters don't think like that. They just feel like, damn, she's fine. I want to marry her. You understand, man? But you got to realize is open up your brain and open up your heart, man. When women doing stuff like that, they are sucking a lot of dick. You understand? And they was ran through like a train, man. Lots of dicks been in her pussy. So why would you say you want to marry her? You're not making any sense. You understand? A lot of ladies that do, they have evil spirits in them, and bad energies involved, and you combine with her, you having sex with all of the people that she has sex with if you get involved. You understand? So what will impress me if a woman acts like she knows how to act and have respect for herself. A woman that acts normal. You know what I mean? A woman that's not trying to be slick and always putting her tongue out and trying to be seductive or always seduce somebody. You understand? So if you're looking for a good woman, a good wife, you look at all our videos and check it out. You understand? If she's talking naturally, and if she's not being seductive in any kind of way or trying to make your dick hard, if it's obvious that she's not trying to make a man's dick hard and she's being normal and respectful, yeah, go ahead on and contact her, because you want a woman that have a strong brain, that you understand, that got her marbles upstairs. You don't need a slut. I always remember that. All right? You are not looking for a prostitute. You understand? If you got to meditate, go in meditation before you leave your house. See, I'm not looking for a hooker. I am not looking for a prostitute. I am not looking for a slut. I am not looking for a trailer trash. I am not looking for a fucking junkie that's on heroin and cocaine. That's looking to make every man dick hard. You understand? Wishing that the man will pay her some money, you understand, have sex with her. You're not looking for them kind of ladies. Them ladies that do bad things, see them hookers in the street, all that dick they have, their pussy stink. All right? You don't want to kiss her mouth ever. Them type of ladies, you understand? You have to fail them. Quick as you see them online shaking their pussy and ass, fail them right then and there. Don't even try out. You understand? So I'm letting you know right now, ladies. You understand? Don't inbox me if any one of your videos like that, if you like that. I'm trying to tell you. So I hope that you had a wonderful time learning this message, ladies and gentlemen, and you have a good one.